After months of injections, non-scale victories, ups and downs, today's the day I finally hit my target weight. I'll reveal my weight, I'll share my journey so far up to this point, including why I went on Mounjaro, and I'll talk about what comes next down the line now that I've reached my milestone. So, stick around and help me celebrate getting to target this week. Roll the titles. Hey, I'm Ali, I'm 52, and if you're new here, where have you been? Welcome and hi to all my returning viewers. Thanks for tuning in as usual. I've dressed up today for the occasion. Okay, so the secret's out of the bag. This week I finally hit my target weight, the target goal, and it's been 6 months exactly on Mounjaro, so it's a double celebration really. Woohoo! I've put up a recent picture up above from February, just before I started this journey, and I'm not going back to this weight. This is my last ditch attempt to keep the weight off for good. Now that I'm 52, I'm getting too old to do this malarkey up and down the scales, so it's staying off this time. Can't stop smiling today. It's such a buzz getting to target. I hope everybody else on their journey gets there. And on a plus, I also got a new iPhone today. I've not actually got it on this one, but I'll show you in a minute. And it's a double bubble celebration. Happy Friday to me. Okay, so why did I start Mounjaro in the first place? Well, I wanted to feel better in myself. I wasn't happy at my previous weight. I was getting all the ailments like sore knees, a sore back. My running was really struggling. I was carrying a lot more fat around when I was running 5Ks and park runs. My clothes were a little large. BMI was 30, which is classed as overweight, borderline obese. I just wanted to get back into decent clothes, my waistcoats, snazzy, along with 32-inch jeans. I was a 36-inch jean when I started this. The waistcoats I couldn't even get on. They were just gathering dust in the wardrobe. And I just thought, enough is enough. Enter Mounjaro, stage left. The magic journey was just around the corner, and little did I know that this was going to be so effective for me, and I'd have it all done within 6 months. It's nuts. Okay, so what worked best? So sticking to not eating at night has been really key for me. A big thing before I started my journey was I was snacking at night, watching TV. I'd have a boozy drink. I'd eat some hummus, a packet of crisps, some chocolate, and the food would just sit in my stomach overnight. But the food noise in my brain just was gone after the first jab. So unless you've been on Mounjaro, it's hard to describe, but it's just like a light switch going on and off in your brain. The cravings were gone. Staying consistent, drinking tons of water. I mean, pish like a racehorse, but lots of exercise, logging my calories in the apps, logging my jabs, my weight, taking pictures and measurements, using the Shotzi app, using the My Diary app. It's all been key to my success. So all these things have really helped. But most of all, this channel has actually really helped so much because I'm doing all of this for me, but at the same time, you guys have really spurred me on with your comments, knowing that I had to weigh in each week and report back. It's definitely been an inspiration and an incentive to lose the pounds. So thank you to everybody out there. I really appreciate it. So what struggles have I had along the way? So, for instance, side effects. I've had a lot of them, as you know, if you've been watching. The cold hands, the dry mouth, the runs, the constipation, the sulphur burps, which everybody hates, the dizzy spells, fainting, and the new one of late, which I've only just realised is probably a side effect of Mounjaro, is really sensitive skin. And it's not sore to the touch, but it's like this arm sometimes feels like I don't want to touch it. And if I do, it's just really sensitive. It's really hard to describe, but it's just like ultra sensitive skin. So I don't know if anybody else gets that out there. Let me know if you do. But most of all, these are fixable. They're tolerable. The dizzy spells were a worry, but I did go to my doctor. And this is where the split dosing really made an impact for me. Because when I started splitting the doses, the symptoms all went down. I'm doing 2.5 milligrams twice a week. It seems to be really helping. And I don't get that day 6 where you start to feel really hungry. So I've been really lucky. I've not really had many plateaus. I've had 1 week where I put on 1.5 pounds, and then I lost 3 pounds the next week. I had 1 week where I stayed the same, and every other week has been a loss. So if I can do it, so can you guys. Mounjaro really gives you back control of your life, so you're not ruled by food anymore. It's a total game changer, like everybody says, for sure. Okay, so what are my biggest non-scale victories? Clothes fitting better, getting into slimmer clothes, energy levels peaking, and just confidence within myself are just a few of them. Seeing myself in a shop window, I just realise I'm not obese anymore. You know, I'm a lot slimmer than I've ever was. This is the slimmest I've ever been in my life. Compliments from friends and family and work colleagues are just so nice. Just makes you feel such a buzz. So I won't go into all the non-scale victories because I've actually done a video on this last week. It's my top 20 non-scale victories. If you fancy having a look, I'll post a picture up above, and at the end of the video, I'll put a link in it so you can give it a watch. Check it out. Okay, so what's next now that I'm at goal? Do I plan to stay on Mounjaro? Yes, I do. I'm going into maintenance mode now, and I've had a think about this, and I'm going to try and stay on it till Christmas and then see how I feel and titrate down to 2.5. I mean, losing the weight is the easier part. Keeping it off is the hardest part. I did Slimming World once, and keeping that weight off was really hard. As I said, I'm on 5 milligrams. I'm going to stay on that for the next few months and see how I get on and titrate down to 2.5 milligrams after Christmas, and then eventually come off Mounjaro altogether. So I do have a cruise coming up in 4 weeks' time, so that's going to be a bit of a challenge. I'm going to be taking my Mounjaro with me. I know it's controversial, and yes, I'm going to have fun, but I also want to be in control of the food and not the food in control of me. And there's also lots of booze. So I've put too much hard work into this to come back a stone heavier. So of course I'm going to gain weight when I'm away. That, you know, half a stone max would be great because I'll be able to get that off again. I'll be doing the stairs, the gym, 10,000 steps, maybe 20,000 steps, who knows. I'll just be really focused on not overeating. I'm going to do some videos from the ship. I'll be letting you all know about what it's like to be on a ship with unlimited food and unlimited booze while being on Mounjaro, so stick around for those videos. So make sure that you hit the bell notification so you do get notified of them. So what's my focus going to be now that I've reached the target weight? So it's going to be exercise, toning up the bits that have gone a bit south, weight, better mental health. I'm basically going to be sticking around this on the channel about maintenance now. This isn't the end of the story. This is only the halfway mark. It's not a sprint, it's a marathon, remember. And I may have got to the steep hill and got up it, but I've still got some other hills to climb on my journey. I'm going to be all about the maintenance. I'll research it, I'm going to look into it, and I'm going to share it all with you guys. I don't think maintenance is highly documented on YouTube, so I'm definitely going to be sharing my experience on that and what it looks like. It may change from week to week. I've not mapped it all out yet, but I will let you all know how I get on. Am I worried about putting the weight all back on? Yes and no. I think initially I'll be fine since I've got the Mounjaro as a crutch to help me there. The 5 milligrams are still working fine for me. And I don't know what it's going to be like when I get down to 2.5, but I will be sharing my journey all the way. So let's see how I get on. Because I've got you guys along for the journey, it's really going to help me stick to focus. I'm not wanting to put all the weight back on. It's just not going to happen. I'm guaranteeing it. So somebody says to me, what tips would you give to somebody that's just starting out in Mounjaro? Well, a few of them would be take it one step at a time, have many goals along the way, celebrate those non-scale victories, even if it's things such as tying your shoelaces or fitting into a seat on a flight. They all matter, no matter how small they may be. Take the victories. If you're having a plateau, don't worry about it. Put it to the back of your mind and just focus on something the next week. Just refocus your abilities. Think what improvement can I make next week, and you'll see the results will come. Make sure you get some exercise if you can, if you're able. Even if it's something like getting off the bus a stop early or getting your steps up to 10,000 steps a day from maybe 5,000 steps. I've tons of tips on Mounjaro. Just see some of my past videos. Go in and have a look. See what you think. And I'm sure you'll find something that will help you along the way. Okie doke. Let's do the scales this week. Well, as you know, I did hit target. But you can imagine my delight when I jumped on the scales this morning to £0.5 pound off. Yep, that's all I needed to get to goal. And I did it. So I've lost £46 in total, exactly 6 months. So that's 20.87 kilograms or 3 stone 4 pounds. So my target weight was 11 stone and 2 pounds, and I'm there. It's also 70.86 kilograms, I think. Totally buzzing. Buzzing isn't even the word. I feel like I could do a wee dance, but I'm not going to do a wee dance because I'll be embarrassing myself even more. So going forward, I'm invoking a buffer zone. So I'm going to do £5 up or down from where I am. As long as I stay in that zone, I'll be happy. And it gives me a focus. Whereas I'm maybe a pound out or a pound down one week, I'll be fine. And guess what? The sale starts in next tomorrow. And I'm going out to spend a shitload of money on new clothes. All this hard work, I deserve something as a reward, and that totally gives me an absolute buzz. Along with, I've got a new phone, iPhone Pro Max 17. Oh, as I drop it on the floor already. So, thank you to everybody so far helping me along my journey. What's your biggest victory so far along your own journey? Because let's face it, everybody's journey is different, whether you're on Wegovy, whether you're on Mounjaro. It's just so different for all these people. I can hear all the different stories from folk. Just keep going. I'll be sharing what my life looks like after reaching goal in Mounjaro. So if you're coming up to maintenance, hit that subscribe button. I've only got just over 50 subs to go till I reach the big 1,000. I'd love to get there as soon as possible, so please help me get there. Share my video. It doesn't cost a penny. Just hit the sub and hit the bell button. Well, this week has been just a total celebration. I'm so chuffed. Can't stop smiling. On top of this, if I get to 1,000 subs, that'll be the cherry on top. So feel free to send me a comment or a question. As you know, I reply to everybody. And there we go. I'm off to do the Macarena in the living room and dance round. Hey, Macarena. Woo! Oh my God. I think I've gone on something high. Weight loss high, is that what it's called? Anyway, until next video, be good, be strong, and focus on the journey ahead. Bye for now.